If you run a home service business and you're sick of relying on word of mouth and low quality leads, listen up. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the exact system that we use to more than double the leads for Jeremy's HVAC business in West Virginia, Rob's cleaning company in North Carolina, and Seth's pest control company in California. All three doubled their revenue in the last 12 months using this one simple playbook without spending any more money on marketing. I'm going to show you how it works so you can copy it in your market. So, what did we do for Jeremy, Rob, and Seth that most home service owners never think about? Your Google business profile only shows in the top 3 maps results within a couple mile radius of your address. This means if you're on the south side of Dallas and someone's on the north side searching roofer near me, they will never see you, no matter how good you are. Most owners just think business is slow. The real problem is that Google can only find them in one small corner of their city. So the solution to this is having multiple Google business profiles. Let me walk you through this. So let's say that this is your service area right here. And let's say your office is located right in this spot right here. In this quadrant right here, let's say this is a 20-mile radius. And let's say you're in a pretty densely populated area. You have a decent amount of competitors, right? So realistically, you're probably only going to rank very well for, say, roofer near me, AC repair near me, pest control near me in this quadrant right here. And the reason for this is that the Google Maps algorithm is based off of proximity. So no matter how good you are, if somebody's searching roofer near me, even if they're looking for a coffee shop, if you do coffee shop near me on Google right now, it's not going to show you a coffee shop that's 45 miles away. It just doesn't make sense, right? It's going to do the same thing for roofer near me or whatever, plumber near me, whatever search term that you're throwing in, it's going to act the same way. It's based off of proximity. And so in a rural area, let's say this is a 100-mile radius right here, it's possible to get away with that in a rural area where you have basically next to no competition. But if you're in any suburban market or a city, it's not going to be the reality. So this is what we had Jeremy, Seth, and Rob do for all of their companies. And there's a legitimate way to go about this. This isn't black hat. You can follow Google's guidelines, and that's exactly what we do. So what we had them do is get another Google business profile with a physical address in this location, and this location, and this location here. That way they can rank in this quadrant for roofer near me, same thing here, and same thing here. And again, this is all by the guidelines. They rent a real office space, $300 to $500 per month, nothing crazy. Are they actually using it? Probably not so much, but they could meet with their customers there if they need to. There's actual signage on it. There's legal documentation that they're renting it, that they operate out of there. And they have DBAs, meaning doing business as names, so we can place keywords in their business name, right? So depending on how your city works, this whole thing might be Miami, right? But there's different parts of Miami. Over here, you're gonna have Coral Gables. Over here, you have Hialeah. You have Miami Beach here, and you have Homestead over here that's really far away. So what we did with these doing business as names is that if you wanna rank in Coral Gables for pest control, it might be Andy's Pest Control of Coral Gables. Now this matters for a couple reasons. One, relevance. So now, if somebody's in Coral Gables and they search for best pest control company, Coral Gables, and if your business name is Andy's Pest Control of Coral Gables, and somebody's searching for best pest control company, Coral Gables, you're exactly matching what they're searching. So you are extremely relevant. This means that Google can't determine if they're searching for your specific business or they're searching in general. Therefore, they have to show you higher in the organic rankings on the Google Map Pack. That's relevance. So this is how you dominate isolated areas. So we did the same thing over here. And so let's say I have a pest control company in Hialeah, right? It's the same company. I just have multiple locations. I have multiple offices that I rent with the correct legal documentation provided. It's by the books. You're not going to get dinged for this. You can legally do this. This is how multi-location businesses have always operated. Think of any franchise that you compete against. They do the same thing, right? They have tons of locations, tons of territories everywhere. They follow the same exact strategy. This is what the big guys are doing. So over here in Hialeah, I'm going to have Andy's Pest Control of Hialeah, right? Right there. So now, if somebody's in Hialeah and they're searching for best pest control company Hialeah, or even if they're searching pest control near me, because I now have this level of proximity because they're right here searching a near me term and I'm this close to them, the probability that I show up top 3 on Google Maps drastically increases because of this. But if I don't have this location right here and this person is searching pest control near me and I only have this location all the way here across the city, I'm not going to show up because guess what? I probably have like 10 or 15 competitors all spread out through here with closer proximity. Can this profile rank in a near me search in the top 3 over here and show your business? It's possible, but the reality is that it's not probable. It's not probable that you over here with 15 competitors close to you are gonna rank for this person's search term. And definitely not if somebody's located all the way down here in Miami Beach and you're all the way over here in Coral Gables and you only have this profile. You think they're gonna search pest control near me or roofing near me and they're gonna find you? Absolutely not the reality. So now that you understand why this is important based off of relevancy and proximity, I think it's pretty obvious how this can get you more leads. Simply, you're gonna rank top 3 in more areas across your city. This is common sense. This should be simple. And the last thing that you want is for that Google business profile to get suspended. Now you're not showing up anywhere and you're not getting any leads. So how can you safely have multiple Google business profiles across your city? So first step is you're not gonna fake it. You're not gonna use a PO box or a virtual address. It literally won't work. And if you somehow do get it to work, you're gonna get caught at some point. It's not gonna work. You have to do things right, do it with longevity. Because if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you're serious about growing your business and you wanna run this thing for maybe decades. You wanna grow it and sell it. So you need to do things the right way, right? So first is having a physical office. And so again, I don't mean you're going out and you're paying $10,000 or $20,000 a month for rent or even buying this huge office. That's not what I'm talking about. There's plenty of co-working spaces, small offices that you can rent that are literally like, most of these guys are renting this for $300 to $500 a month. And so before I move on, just think about the math of this. Let's say they're spending $500 a month. That's $6,000 a year. If you sell a service that's at least $500 or to $1,000, and this profile, this additional profile you're getting is getting you 30 extra leads a month, and you close 10 of them a month at $1,000, that's $10,000 of new revenue every single month. That would be $120,000 of new revenue per year if you're selling 10 leads at $1,000 a pop, right? This location saying it costs you $500 a month, that's only $6,000 a year. So in a year, you're profiting $114,000 in revenue. Of course, you have expenses that go into the business and fulfilling the service, but besides the point, you can see how profitable this could be. This can be even crazier. And for these guys I'm talking about, Jeremy, Rob, and Seth, it's much crazier. These numbers are much, much bigger. And I'm not saying this is a normal, typical outcome. I'm saying I've seen this happen a lot. This is the best way to improve the probability that this happens for your business. So moving on with the safety side, we have the physical office, right? We're actually renting this place. What we need is legal documentation. So for legal docs, we need a few things. We're gonna want to have a DBA. 2, we're gonna want some documentation of like a lease that shows that we're actually renting this place, because you're actually gonna have to show this to Google in order to get the profile verified. You're gonna have to have both of these. And so the importance of the DBA is that if you want your business name to be Andy's Pest Control of X location, you need to have legal documentation to show Google that you're a real business, because Google can't just let anybody create a profile, right? Or else there'd just be spam profiles everywhere, which has happened in the past, which is why getting a new profile can be super difficult. I'm sure some of you guys watching this right now have been stuck in that gray area of trying to get a profile verified for a long time. And the reason you're stuck is probably because you don't have these. You need the legal documents. So if we want it to be Andy's Pest Control of whatever location, all you have to do is go into your state website, get a doing business as name. It probably costs you less than $100. You'll have it in a week that says that you can legally operate under that name. That's what you need to show to Google. And so you need that to get the profile verified, but you also want that for the relevancy aspect. You want to make sure that you have your keywords in your business name and the location, right? Like these are super important. When you do those, like the profile will probably already be ranking really pretty decently well before you even have any reviews, because your relevancy is so strong, matching what people search. The second one is the lease. And again, so this is a document that you're going to need to provide to Google. They're going to have to see that you actually rent the place, because when you do the profile verification, you're actually going to do a video showing the office with a sign that matches the name of your DBA, walking into the office, showing your lease that's assigned to that DBA name. Don't get overwhelmed. I know this sounds like a lot. I have a lot more videos breaking this down. I have free documents. I'll link one in the description as well. It'll walk you through step by step on how to do this. The third thing that you need to do for safety, because remember, you don't want your main profile, your core profile that drives all those leads and have all the reviews. You don't want that one to get dinged. You don't want that one to go down. That'd be a nightmare situation, right? So everything I'm showing you here is how to avoid that. So now listen very closely. This is extremely important. You need these to get the profile verified, but if you don't want your existing Google business profile to get suspended, you have to follow this direction right here. Make sure that you use a different phone number. Yes, the phone number can forward to your main line. That's absolutely fine, but it cannot be the same as your other Google business profile. I know logically it doesn't make sense. Businesses can have one phone number. It doesn't matter what you think or what I think or what we think it should be. All that matters is what Google says. They're the big player. They're the Mac Daddy. You have to play by their rules if you want to get this done. So you have to have a different phone number on the Google profile. Do not skip this. Do not. Listen closely. Do not skip having a different phone number or your other profile will get dinged. It will get suspended. Even if you think, haha, I got away with it. I beat what Andy said. You're going to get caught. You're going to get dinged. It's going to happen. You're going to really regret it. So make sure you play by the rules when doing this. Do this safely because this is allowed. This is okay. This is not a problem as long as you follow these guidelines. Make sure the phone number is different. If the phone number is the same, that profile will go down. You will lose leads. Naturally, you're going to lose money for your business. Not a situation that you want to be in. Okay, so now you understand the strategy. You understand why it's important for proximity, naturally how you're going to get more leads. You know how to safely get your Google business profiles verified. But what does this materially look like for your business 6 months from now? So let's say you have all of your locations verified right now. And let's use pest control as an example here. So let's say that there's 6,000 monthly searches for pest control services, all right? And then just for the sake of easy math here, we're gonna assume that there's 2,000 that happens in this quadrant, 2,000 here, 2,000 in the bottom right, 2,000 over here. I guess that's 8,000. Follow along with the math here. We got 8,000 total searches in a month, right? Okay, so prior to this, you were only ranking in this quadrant right here, 2,000 searches. And the reality is not every single person that searches is going to become a lead for any business. And then of the amount of searches that do become leads, you're not going to capture 100% of them. So you can literally only capture 25% if you were able to capture all of it, which you're not. So you're looking at potentially capturing like 5% of these searches as leads in this quadrant. Meanwhile, there's 2,000, 4,000, 6,000 searches that you're not even relevant in. So let's say this one quadrant is 30 leads a month, right? So you're getting 30 leads here. And now 6 months later, you have 3 more profiles. Each of these have 100 reviews each. They're ranking top 3 because you got the keywords in the business name, you got reviews, your on-page SEO, all of it's dialed. They're all top 3. And there's still these 2,000 searches happening here. So now you're going from, you were getting 30 leads a month. Now you're getting 60. 30 leads down here, 90. 30 leads here, 120. You literally went from 30 leads to 120. You 4x'd your leads within 6 months. I don't even know many businesses that could potentially handle that many new leads without breaking. I mean, it's a good problem to have. And I'm not saying that this is a guaranteed outcome that this happens. But what I'm telling you is if you're getting 30 leads with one profile and there's enough search volume, there's enough population density, and you pop up 3 more profiles, I don't know if every single one will get 30, maybe one will get 50, maybe this one will get 10, but you're going to get more leads. That's something I can guarantee you. Is like if you have all of these and you have reviews, like you will get more leads for your business. So if you have a half decent sales process, you will make more money. And this is so cheap because what do we say? $6,000 a year, $6,000 a year, $6,000 a year, $18,000 in what you could consider marketing spend, right? You could say, I'm going to spend $18,000 on marketing spend by doing this. Now, every lead that comes to you, it's free. This isn't paid ads. This is your business ranking on top of Google Maps. People are searching for your service. They see you on Maps, they click, they call you. It doesn't cost you any money at all. There's no customer acquisition cost outside of having to pay the rent for these 3 locations, which is $18,000 a year, considering these could get you 30 leads a month each, potentially more. If there's enough search volume in your area, there's potentially way more leads that you can get than that. And if you're selling a $1,000 service, you do the math. The ROI is just literally exponential of what's possible when you follow this. So with that being said, if you would like this strategy implemented for your business and you would like to work with a team that's ran this playbook dozens of times, scroll below this video into the description. I'll have a link there. It'll say to book a call. Click that link, schedule with my team. We'll do a full audit on your Google business profile, the setup of what the opportunity looks like for you. And if it makes sense, we would love to work with you. If it doesn't make sense, we'll tell you that. So scroll to the bottom, hit the link in the description, book a call, hit the subscribe button while you're there, and I'll see you in the next video.